your muscle building potential solely determined by the one thing you can't control, genetics, or are you just not working hard enough in the gym? Well, today we're going to go over how muscle building genetics work, the myths and misconceptions, how body types fit into this, and how much muscle you can build naturally. My name's Nick and I'm a young coach obsessed with fitness and self-improvement, losing over 70 pounds in my fitness journey and trying to inspire people to take giant leaps and transform their mindset, physique, and their approach to meaning in life. As someone who evidently had trashy genetics, I initially thought I shouldn't even bother with trying to improve my physique. I was morbidly obese as a child, I had parents who weren't in the best physical health either, and I made all these limiting beliefs as to why my genetics wouldn't allow me to grasp the dream physique that I only dreamed of. But in a few years, I was shocked by the amount of progress that you could make with just hard work and consistency. So how much of it is genetics versus hard work? Now we'll start by what we mean by genetics, because it's very vague. In this context, we're talking about your propensity to build muscle. That includes how long it takes for you and what is your genetic ceiling. How much muscle can you build maximally before you just can't gain any more muscle. But the first misconception with genetics is body types. Now, according to the theory of body types, you can be one of three. There's the endomorph, ectomorph, and mesomorph. Endomorphs are seen to have a stocky type of build where they hold on to fat in non-preferable areas, but they have a good time building strength, but are just unable to lose the fat, or at least find it very difficult. On the other hand, ectomorphs, they are seen as the lanky hard gainers. Due to their structure, they have an easier time staying lean, but find it difficult to pack on muscle. And then there's the mesomorphs. These people have a more accentuated V-taper. These people are gifted in bodybuilding and are the upper percentile of muscle building genetics for bodybuilding and weightlifting. It's generally easier for them to gain muscle and for them to maintain a low body fat percentage. Sounds like a dream, right? So is it true that you can't have a good physique without being a mesomorph 100%? Just throw in the towel, yeah? Fuck no. The fact is that body types and their validity for bodybuilding has been utterly debunked. And no, it doesn't indicate how much muscle you can possibly build. Plus, most people aren't strictly one body type or another. They are mostly mixtures of two or sometimes all three. These body types are just a guideline for bone structure and has nothing to do with how much muscle that you can possibly pack on. I've seen stocky guys with jacked physiques and stocky guys that are just skinny fat and have a hard time putting on muscle. Me personally, I would rate myself as a stocky guy with a skinny fat tendency that has a hard time building out my frame, but also has a hard time losing the muscle. Now, do I sit and complain that I'm not a mesomorph? No, because with hard work and consistency, I can eventually know that within 5-10 years of investing in myself and my fitness, I will see a good return and I will have a high return in regards to my physique. I will have a good physique down the line. And you can think about it that way too. You may be a hard gainer or you may be obese like I was. And you'd probably have these dreams of your dream physique and you'd probably be just thinking of some other guy's physique that's really good. But no, you can actually envision a physique for yourself that you can achieve. Let's go into the topic of muscle building rates for a second. Every lifter has a different physique, and that means that your rate of progress can be different from the next guy. For some people, they can achieve their noob gains and pack on a lot of muscle within their first 2 years of lifting and be 80% towards their dream physique. With other people, it can be a slow, modest rate of growth where they don't see too much gain in the first 2 years, but over 10 years, they can see that their muscle growth rate has maintained rather than tapered off, and they've been able to achieve their dream physique. And as far as your maximum potential, I believe it's best to view your progress without a ceiling. Just like the feminists years ago would say, let's punch through that glass ceiling. There's no reason in believing that you can't reach a certain weight goal or PR goal because of your genetics. These are limiting beliefs, and it only makes fitness more difficult for you. So from understanding these different aspects, I can personally guesstimate that your max potential for building muscle is entirely up to you. Is what I'd say if I wasn't a realist. It's not entirely up to you, just as it's not all genetics. My overall takeaway is that it's 70% up to genetics to where your max muscle building potential is and what your dream physique or what your peak physique will look like. The other 30% is hard work and dedication that's up to you entirely. So there's no reason to just say, oh, I'm never gonna look like that, so why even try? Because I know that if you just start working on yourself in the gym consistently and your fitness improves day by day, week by week, no matter where your starting point is, you will have a solid physique in 10 years time. You'll be turning heads like the fucking Exorcist. Anyways, hope you found value from this video, and I hope it was inspiring to you to embark on your fitness journey and to push harder and to know that more of your results are in your hands than you believe. And you shouldn't leave these limiting beliefs in your head and solely blaming genetics. Although they're a massive part, they aren't the only part. I'm Nick Steep, leave no more lost potential, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.